exactly sure what this is, but I think it came as a gift when I bought some candy. I don't remember, but it was a gift. I don't know why candy is so delicious, but it's also very harmful. It has so much sugar. Even when it's sugar-free, I don't know. I still feel that it isn't very healthy, like with my hyperthyroidism. One of the recommendations from my doctor was to stay away from artificial sweeteners because they could be harmful. So I'm better off eating things with regular sugar. But it's best for me not to consume any sugar, but oh well. I think it looks pretty, this thing, because it's like a zebra Hello Kitty. A zebra motif. Zebra colored. And it just looks pretty. But I guess you can tell it's Hello Kitty, at least from the shape. Okay, moving on to the next item. It is this candle holder with a cool little decoration here. This was given to me by a middle school friend. Well, acquaintance. I don't know, you spend so much time with classmates and then you never see them again. It's so strange. And suddenly they become a memory, like, that's fading over time. It's just sad in a way, but I guess it happens with everything. I don't think this is glass. Oh yeah, it is glass, I think. But it's some kind of resin or even plastic. pretty. I don't think I've ever used it for any candle. I should. But anyway, moving on to my 2013 agenda. I think I stopped buying agendas after 2017. I don't know. I don't know. I guess with the tablets now and with your phone, you don't really need a physical agenda. This only takes up space. I guess it's not that bad because it's pretty, but I mean the color is quite beautiful, but yeah. How was 2013 for you? Let's take a look. So this is on the 18th of May. Okay, so let's go to July. Pay rent. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. 2013 was kind of a difficult year, I guess. I don't know. I'm glad to have grown. Yeah, to move away from those days. I don't know, not necessarily because they were bad, but I don't know, I guess when one is younger, you're more self-conscious and you worry about things that later on you realize are not important. But anyway, the next object is this sample of a Riedel shot, a face mask, and of the serum. The expiry date is on 2027, but this was a very famous skincare product last year. I guess I'm gonna of sensitive, I guess you should beware of trying products that might be irritating. But yeah, she did not recommend them. However, I don't know, everything I've learned from skincare is from Dr. Dre's YouTube channel. She's a goddess. She's amazing. I'm very thankful, thanks to her recommendations. My skin looks a lot better, and I found products that have really helped. So I guess, you can try new products, but if you find the products that work for you, I guess you should better stick with them. But I guess it's also a good thing to try new things. But yeah, I might try these. I might try these. But anyway, let's move on. The next item is this little headband. I think I wore this to a costume party from work some years ago. I just put it like this and put crazy makeup on. I didn't put much effort into the costume. I think I wore something funny, I don't know. Looks strange. It sounds okay. I love those crinkly sounds. But I guess it's not a trigger that many people like. And the neighbor's dogs are a little upset. So let's continue. The last item is this book. The Art of Thinking Clearly by Rolf Dobel. I guess it's a trend now to tap on book spines. It's actually a very pleasant sound. This book is very good. It gives you shortcuts on thoughts and things like, if you don't like a movie, it's best, or just anything, but the example was of a movie, you should just walk away because you're going to waste time if you watch it till the end, and it will be useless because you'll stay watching something you don't really want to watch. So yeah. Or for example, there's another example. If you go to a job interview and they don't call you back, that's okay. Of course you'll feel disappointed, but if you're on the final stages and you don't get the job, then, you'll feel worse, but it's the same as if you hadn't, the bottom line is you didn't get the job. I mean, that's what it says here, so it's best not to feel bad because in the end, it was the same outcome, so it has different examples and about situations and how you can